there everyone, this is JeGe. Welcome back to Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2. Today we are going to do true ending, and as you can probably already see by the buttons, I'm still playing on the Vita version because, as it turns out, I already have a save for this as well. I think this was the save where basically I managed to do pretty much all of it, and then I got to the fight with Safety Magic, which is where I'm up to now. And then the game crashed. I think I might have mentioned this before. I don't know why the game crashed whilst I was doing this, but doing all the grinding stuff, I hadn't actually saved, so I lost a lot of grinding and kind of put me off playing this game. And I started Rebirth 3, and not really getting that far with that before, be like, I don't feel like playing Neptunia for a while. But anyway. We're going for the true ending path on this path. I think it's probably going to be the last ending path I'm going to be showing for the project, because the other paths, the alternative normal endings, I think all you get from those is a few extra lines of dialogue and an extra CG, which you can probably find on the internet anyway. And I really just can't be bothered doing share grinding anymore. It's just the tedious affair is that you can really do it properly once you reach chapter 5 when you get the Colosseum here. But anyway, I need to. I'm on here just to mention the requirements for true ending. Now, the requirements for true ending are that you pretty much have to recruit everybody. Basically, you have to recruit Tekken, CC2. You have to recruit Falcon. You also have to recruit the other 3 CPUs. You also have to recruit Marvy as well, and Cave, because all those are completely optional. You don't actually have to recruit them. They're all done by base events and stuff. Like I said, you also have to recruit the other 3 CPUs. Naturally comes by default anyway. Once you beat the once you beat Judge for this first time. The other thing that you need to do is to also have Netgear's Lily rank with everybody be, well, I have it at 8. It's okay to say you need to have everybody's Lily rank to be at least 4. I've actually tried that, leaving somebody's Lily rank at 4, and I still got the normal ending by the time I reached chapter 6. So yeah, I don't think that's true. I've up to 8, and I've already got a practice file going. Just to check see if I've got the true ending, and with this setup that I've got for everybody's Lily ranks, that basically makes it fine for getting true ending. The way the Lily rank grind, I think I mentioned this in the part where I grind everything once Game Graveyard became available again, is by using plans. Basically, I needed the plan for, I think it's Iris Field ship to, I think it's to change the dungeon items in Iris Field. Let me just check now. Yeah, you need to, the item change thing from Iris Field, and that requires soccer balls, which you can actually get in Iris Field anyway. And when you do that, there is, I believe there's an item in there. If you loop through all the, I'll show you anyway. If you loop through the things with the question marks, I don't think I have them on this map screen yet. But I think there's a specific one. I think it's this one over here. No, I might be horribly wrong. No, that's not it. It's usually one of these ones I find it on. Yeah, it's that one, the harem chip. Now, you need that because that is the best. What that does is that it increases the amount of Lily rank that happens when you take part in battles and stuff. And I think I forgot what the other thing was, but I know that I think there's if memory serves, I think the other thing that you need is change dungeon in Darkness 60, which you have to actually unlock anyway. And I think the plans for that. You need Hospital bring the Grand Jelly, which you can get. I believe you can get from. I believe the Grand Jelly you can get in Virtual Forest. I think the Hospital you can get there as well. The Change Stone you get from Magic Stones and Purple Blocks, which I think are in the I think it's in the Wii Global Festival. This one here, the Wii Global Expo in the Western area. So once you've got those, you go in here. I believe the monster. I believe the monster we're looking for is the Epsilon, which is located right in the back of the dungeon. And it might be advisory to have the symbol attack things ready for this, because he's actually pretty difficult to deal with. Because when you defeat him, he drops the large metal eye. And the large metal line will trigger the mysterious guy in Planetoon. I can't actually go to it at this point, because if I go to Planetoon at the moment, it'll trigger the cutscene that leads to the fight with CFW Magic. But what he gives you is this 10. I think it's 10B MRAM or 108 MRAM. But that will allow you to put the Harem chip onto that and then burn that, and then you just equip that to Netgear, and then you just do some grinding either in the Colosseum or just around in dungeons and such until everybody's really maxed out. So that's basically how you do that. So I basically have all the requirements of true ending needed, and the only way you can recognise that you've got true ending is once you beat the deity of sin in the Game Industry Graveyard. So I'm going to meet you by the save point before the boss fight there in Game Industry Graveyard, and yeah, get ready for the quickest ass kicking of a quote-unquote final boss ever. So yeah, I'll see you then. Okay, I'm back. I actually turned Tough Flow on because I weren't sure where I got the things that I needed. So anyway, let's go fight Arfoire here. It's probably going to be like the stupidest thing here. Also for the record, I'm going to skip this cutscene because it's just the same as the normal ending cutscene. Just simply like blah blah blah, we must defeat Arfoire, blah 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 blah, kill. This is what we're going to do because we should easily be able to overpower the deity of sin at this point in the game. Not to mention I still have the share sword from previous thing. I don't even think I really need to transform either. I can just do it from there.
I can go anytime.
Case in point, I'm probably just going to use level 1 XEs on him on it stayed here until it dies.
I'll do my best. Watch me. There. What should I do? Leave it to me.
Destruction.
Okay, here I come. I need to do this. I'll do my best.
See, not a problem.
Crumbling.
Very easy fight.
Did I help?
I'm really nothing to deal with it for, but hopefully if things are right, we get new dialogue at this point in time. If not, I'm going to have to wonder what the hell I've been doing for the past couple of weeks.
Level up! I'm going to get even. I can feel my power level up. I'm stronger now. Ha! I rub good. I'm in the group.
Body collapsing.
Did we defeat Yeah. Yeah, we did! We won!
Thank goodness! Now the world can know peace. Don't relax just yet.
Will not perish. Seek a new body.
What's that light, Mew?
That's probably the true form of the deity of sin. We merely destroyed her physical body. We cannot say we have succeeded unless we fell that light. Okay, how's this?
My super duper fist of doom! Hiya!
Did I miss? No way! It went right through!
Whoa, that's some crummy hit detection, you guys. No fair.
Calm down, Nep. There's no point in complaining.
What should we do? We can't win if we don't beat her.
My body, all around me.
The light went into the ground. What? Can someone explain what's happening right now?
A sudden quake? It's hard to stay standing. Is she fusing with the game industry graveyard itself? That does not bode well. We ought to retreat and draw up a new plan.
Man, it's so derpy to run away from the last boss like this.
Feel free to stay behind then. We'll avenge your noble sacrifice.
Ew. Okay, let's roll.
I incorrectly assumed we could destroy the deity of sin while she was housed in her shell.
Sounds to me like every call you make is the wrong one.
I have nothing to counter that accusation with.
This isn't the time to point fingers. Let's focus on giving constructive criticisms, shall we?
Fusing with the graveyard will take some time. We should use this respite wisely. I believe I recall reading something similar to this situation.
Oh, pardon me. How rude, keeping my phone on during a business meeting.
Oh, I'm getting a call too. Mato from the guild.
Why, even my phone is ringing. Who would call me at such a time?
And there goes mine. How unusual. Nobody ever calls me.
What was that?
Don't joke with me about something like that. I will fry your hide with butter if you do.
Yes, understood. Thank you for calling. Uh-huh, okay. I'll take it from here.
What's up, ladies? Your dates all bail on you or something?
Someone claiming to be one of the 4 felons has appeared in Last Station.
That's happening in Louis too. Although no battle has broken out yet.
Same situation on my end. Makes sense since we all received a call at roughly the same time.
Planetoon's no different. So each nation has one of the 4 felons skulking around?
even back!
This doesn't sound good.
No kidding. We have to fight those idiots again, you.
Did they make any demands?
Well...
Foolish mortals! Hear the edict of our revived goddess, Arfoire!
With Arfoire back, decimating this nation would be simple. But there wouldn't be any fun in that.
So, we will give you 10 days. Put your faith in Arfoire. If even one of you does not,
We'll kill every last one of you!
Those demands are sheer insanity.
Ew! Do we have to fight that fat, pervy robot again? Brave. How could you?
We gotta do something. Let's go punch a few new holes in him, my loyal wifey brigade.
Sounds good to me. I'm not gonna let them take my home away from me again.
Calm down. If they plan to keep their word, we have 10 days. Will that be enough time to come up with a plan? Ah, yes! Now I remember!
Whoa! Mina! Don't shout all of a sudden. It's really weird.
Sorry. I just remembered what I had read, and I couldn't believe that I would forget about it. Out with it already. There was a document that mentioned a battle between an ancient CPU and the deity of sin. I believe she was known as Uranus. I recall that name as well. She was a CPU from the past that resided over Planetoon, correct? Yes, that's what the document said.
If we ask her for help, do you think she'd give us a hint on how to stop the deity of sin?
If she's still alive, you mean? I doubt that even a CPU can live forever.
But if the deity of sin isn't an exception, the CPU may still exist in spirit, without a physical body.
Let's figure it out, my sleuthing buddies. Not like twiddling our thumbs is helping anything.
If she was a Planetoon CPU, we might be able to find her quick. Let's move, everyone!
So here we have our problems and our objectives. The one thing about the Uranus that they're talking about here, I'm probably going to be spoiling one of the later games. In fact, probably the most recent main series game is that the Uranus that they're talking about is actually Uzume Tenabushi / Orange Heart from V2. I haven't actually really gotten into V2 all that far, but I think from what I've heard from other people who've played and beaten the game is that the speculation that Uranus and Orange Heart are one and the same. And yes, haha, Uranus, blah 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 blah. Let's go check these Sherpa relics. They might have useful things. You also notice we've got Lancaster Depths coming in as an extra to go into, and yeah, you actually get this on this ending as well as the two conquest ending variants. But there is actually going to be a new dungeon. I think it's going to be after Lancaster Depths. That only actually appears in True Ending. So when we get to that, I would actually recommend getting all the items and stuff from that as soon as you can. Going for this ending so you can get like all the other stuff. I think some of the other stuff you can get from that actually unlocks all the. It's actually for other stuff such as the other articles. So I think that's the case. I'm actually not certain. Like I said, I've only really played up to getting the Lancaster depths open. Really, because I just want to make sure, hey, I've got shredding here. And, well, let's go. Now this I can do fairly quickly because there's nothing really of interest here, and you're just going through the same way as you did in Conquest. You go up to the event thing, and I think the event happens, and you leave. So we're just going to view this event. I think that's probably what's going to be it for this video anyway.
The information we received is correct. The spirit of the ancient CPU should be here. I don't see anyone.
Of course you don't. She has no physical form, Mew.
But then, how will we find Miss Ancient CPU Lady? Maybe she'll spook us if we ask her to show herself and move a chair or something. Yo! Uranus! Maybe a song will lure her out. Oh, Lady Uranus, please appear to us. You're just making a racket. Why would a CPU appear just because you...
What is all this commotion?
It actually worked. I guess my comment triggered some kind of appearance flag. Excuse me, are you Uranus?
Indeed. I wish you hadn't interrupted my beauty sleep, but this is no time to rest. It's unprecedented to see 8 CPUs approach me at once.
The deity of sin, Arfoire, has been revived. Do you need any more explanation than that?
I see.
We were like so close to beating her up, but then we couldn't do anything to hurt her for some reason. We heard that you defeated the deity of sin in the past.
Could you show us how?
I'm noticing some misunderstandings. First of all, I fought the deity of sin alongside 3 other CPUs. However, they lost their lives, meaning they do not even have a spiritual form as I now have.
3 CPUs? On forever.
Even then, we could not stop her. Had we truly defeated her, this situation would not be occurring. All we were able to do was weaken her powers enough to seal her away. That was the most we could muster.
But if you weakened her, that means you could damage her, right? So, how'd you do that?
That is the piece of information we seek above all else.
Learning this would mean that you may become like me, or you may even lose your lives.
That's fine. Please tell us.
An answer without hesitation. You are certainly young and bright-eyed. Very well.
Thank you very much.
As you know, the deity of sin is without form. She is an amalgamation of all negative emotions and desires. Thus, no physical assault will work. One must utilize a form of emotion and desire opposite her own.
What kinds of emotions and desires? Maybe like my desire to eat tons of snacks and fall into a food coma? Is that all we need to win? I'd almost feel bad for our enemy if she lost to those desires.
Any desire should work, theoretically. It need only be stronger than hers, else her evil will overtake you. As was the case with myself.
Is that how you lost your body?
Yes. You will need to unite your strongest emotions and desires to ensure victory over her own.
Our strongest. So for me, that's finding the world's best collection of wifeys. Eating slabs of steak, Mew.
Singing for a global audience. If that's all, then it's simple.
Oh?
Protect game industry. Our feelings of wanting to protect the world we love is the strongest desire of all.
Only you could say something so cheesy with a straight face.
But GeGe is right. Nothing else can beat that feeling.
As true as rain, no way could I eat and pass out without a safe game industry to live in. I cannot fathom the terror of losing my ability to play games due to a chaotic world.
You're all shockingly honest about your true motivations.
These are the modern CPUs. Perhaps I would have met a different end had we met back in my age. Wishful thinking, I suppose. I cannot leave this place, but I will be wishing you the best of luck.
Thank you for all your help.
I don't think that was that good of a solution, and I'll be honest, I actually don't know where I need to go next, but I'm gonna cut the video. Oh, excuse me. Gonna cut the video here, and next time we'll figure out what I need to do, because there's events everywhere and I'm not sure where I have to go. I assume I have to go back to Planetoon. That's generally where everything goes at. If in doubt, go to Planetoon. But regardless, I'm probably going to be doing that in the next episode. So yeah, take care, and I will see you guys then. Ciao!